Sheldon, after Utica got the 2-0 lead in the first period, were you happy with the way that the team sort of bounced back in the second half of the first period and then appeared to control the game the rest of the way?
Yeah, you know what? I actually liked our start altogether. Despite the 2 goals, I liked a lot of the things we did in the first period. We had a couple of breakdowns. We were a little soft defensively, and they capitalized on their chances, but we had some chances of our own and just didn't fall for us. But there was a lot to like in the first period, too, so we were just encourage our guys to stay with it. We felt like we were going to get enough chances to get to 3 at least, so we needed to make sure we kept them at 2 or didn't give them a whole lot more. We were able to do that, so that's positive. I like the fact against a good, hardworking, competitive team that we found our way back in a game that, like I say, it's a team that's hard to come back against.
You've got a couple more games against playoff teams this season. How do they help you in any way, regardless of if you take on Rochester or Utica in the first round? How do they just prepare you mentally and I guess physically as well to sort of know what to expect come playoff time?
It's nice. It's different hockey when you're playing the teams at this time of year that still have a lot to play for. Now, the teams we're going to play in the playoffs, whomever it's going to be, they're going to look a lot different than what they look like right now in terms of their roster and lineup and guys that will be joining their team and all of that. But the teams that play in the playoffs, they're organized, they're structured, they're competitive, and they're playing really hard this time of year. So it's nice for us to do that, looking back into Manitoba last weekend and then here again today, and that'll continue through the weekend.
Any concern with Dupuis? I know it looked like he was about to start today, but then he was delayed scratch. Any concern there, or just more of a day-to-day thing?
He's just sick. It just crept up on him, and he was in bad shape there after warm-up, so we had to make a last-minute change. We suspect he'll be fine. He's just going to need some time.
Is there an update on Clune or Smith or Laverty, who all blocked shots and kind of looked a little injured? Getting to the bench?
All seemed to be good. Shook it off. I don't think Cluner had to miss some shifts because he had to get some stitches, but the rest of them looked fine to me and seemed fine.
To set the AHL record for road wins in the season, in Manitoba, does that, really, I don't want to say matter, but does that register for you guys in the midst of, coming up to the playoffs?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with playoffs, but it's a nice piece. You play 76 games or whatever it's going to be at the end here. And you want to be good, you want to be consistent. It's not anything we gave any thought to and didn't even really realize it. We knew we were a good team on the road, but you're not really tracking these types of things, and then all of a sudden you come close to a milestone like that. It's nice for the guys to have something to hang their hat on for the effort that they put in. You don't get all those wins by accident. The guys take care of themselves, they work, and they're consistent, and it's a real nice acknowledgement to have that sort of record, but after game 76, everything's going to reset and you got to reestablish it all over again.
The goal side, it's not the first time you've used Brooks in an important role in overtime. What does it do like about him in that situation?
It really has nothing to do with the situation, I don't think, as much as it's just he's playing better. He's earned those opportunities, and when it comes to that part of the game, right now it's 3-on-3. Some of the skilled people that we had at one time on our team are no longer here, so it's created opportunities for other guys. And Brooks is one of the guys that has stepped up and taken advantage of it, so good for him, thrilled for him. Anytime you score an overtime goal, it's a real nice feeling.
Engvall's really sort of gotten a ton of power play production ever since he got here. What do you think he's added to the power play since he's gone?
Well, he has some skill, and he's a shooter. He's an offensive player. He's played on the power play a lot. Power play aside, I thought today was one of his better games. Since he's been here, he really skated. And that's a team that's competitive and physical and all of those types of things, so that was good for him to see. We'll go out on the road here in Utica and be a tough environment tomorrow against the same team that plays hard and it's loud in their building. Maybe not quite as loud as it was in here today, but hard to play in nonetheless, and it'll be another good opportunity for Pierre to adjust to the league.
With Engvall, do you feel there's a difference in the way he plays in close, like closer to the net compared to last year?
I don't know that we saw enough of him last year to make any sort of judgments, frankly, but I know that that's an area we want him to continue to get better at. I thought he used his body a lot better on the puck today to give him more opportunity to make a play and hold on to the puck. I think that's a big piece. When you're playing the smaller ice and the way the league is, you don't have as much time with the puck, and if you can't use your body to protect it, it makes it real difficult. So I think that's been a big adjustment for him, but we saw good progress in that today.
Borgman and Liljegren both seem to be kind of getting some more confidence in the offensive zone and carrying the puck and shooting the puck. How important is that to the team as a whole, especially with the D-core, to get offensive from the defense and from Laverty as well today?
Yeah, it's big. You know, we need goals. You know, it's no secret that we haven't generated nearly as much at even strength here of late. So we need everybody contributing, certainly, and that's not just the defense. That's all through all four forward lines. Our power play has really picked up the slack for us today. I don't think it registers as a power play goal, but another one for us today. I consider that a power play goal. We had a similar situation in Manitoba, and the power play has been kind of carrying us. So that's nice. We didn't have to kill a penalty today, but that's been a big part of our team. If we can be good on special teams and we can get contributions from guys like you mentioned, that's going to really help our cause.